Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm doing this video. This is my PC Carbine build. And I want to show you real fast. We're at Ruger's site. So we want to go up here. This is the PC Carbine that I had gotten. Now I had to get the state compliant one because I ordered mine at the time when all the commotion was going on, a few years ago. We all know what I'm talking about. And I went and I ordered it. And it took me a good 2 months, maybe a little more, to get it. And it was cheaper than what this sticker price is. This is on Ruger's site. So they have the manufacturer suggested retail price is $779. Now you could get it for cheaper than that. You could get it for the middle to high sixes. I'm clicking on this to show you the bigger picture of it, just to show you a thing about it. Now this one has the shorter magazine. We'll go back to this. This has the iron sights. I just wanted to point that out. You have the rear iron sight and the front iron sight. So that's a good thing. And you can see how it has the rifle stock and all that. This is the very first one they came out with. So then I saw them, and we have to go back. Then they came out with these other ones that we're going by. They came out with this chassis one. And there it is. And when I saw that, I wanted that. But this suggested retail price is $1,009 for this one. And yeah, you get, you have the M-lock rail, and you have the AR style buttstock, adjustable buttstock. That's what I liked about it, especially this adjustable buttstock. And you also have the AR pistol grip. The only problem with this rifle, there's no sights on it. There's no iron sights. And to put iron sights on it, you have to get some special things. So let me show you what you have to do. For one, you have to get, for the front sight, you're going to have to mount a rail. And then you can get some Magpul M-Bus Pro sights in order for them to line up. But this is what you have to do, because this front rail is lower than this top rail. So you have to raise the sight up. And if you put, you could just put a red dot on it and leave it at that. But I wanted iron sights. So you have to get this Arisaka low profile Picatinny rail and put it on that front rail, M-lock rail. So you have to put this on. That's the first thing you have to do. Now this isn't that expensive, but it's $30 to $33. And then shipping and all that. Then you have to get your sights. You have to get these M-Bus Pro LR adjustable. You have to get this adjustable rear sight. You have to get this. That's the sight. And the reason you have to get this one is because this one happens to adjust. When you're looking through the peephole, it adjusts at a higher rate. You can raise it up. so that you can co-witness with a red dot, I'm assuming. So you can raise it up. And it goes higher than most iron sights. So that's why you have to get the MBUS Pro LR adjustable sight, adjustable rear sight. And then after you get that, you're going to want the front sight to match it. So that's this one here. That's the front sight. And you can see the prices, you know, $89.95, and the other one was roughly $89.95 as well. You know, so when you combine, yeah, now the rear sight is $134.95. So you have to get those two sights plus the Arasaka rail in order to get a sight picture that will work so that you can have iron sights on this PC Carbine. Otherwise, it won't work. You have got to put a rail, and you can't just put a regular rail up here. You have to get a low profile rail and put that sight on there, and then you have to get that rear sight that you can raise up a little higher so that you'll be able to see, and you'll have the correct sight picture to use iron sights. It's just something that you have to do. You have no choice. So, and to get a better understanding, if you go to this gentleman's site on YouTube, you can look this up. You know, you could just type in how to mount iron sights to the Ruger PC Carbine chassis. And this gentleman will come up. It's only a 9-minute video. His name is Nicholas von Busch. And, you know, he explains it way better than I do. And I can. And, you know, it's an excellent video. But that's what you have to do to get the sight picture if you want iron sights and you want that chassis. It's just the way that it is. That's the way Ruger made it. So let me go and show you my PC Carbine and what I did. And then we'll discuss a few more things after that. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, this is my rifle. And this is what I turned it into. And this is using Midwest Industries. There's a couple parts here. This is using Midwest Industries parts though. And you'll notice here, I'm going to try to shine some light. If you notice right here, in case you can't see it, I put some light on it. There is a short M-lock rail that comes with this M-lock forearm for the rifle. This one is the 12-inch one. There's a 14-inch one that comes all the way up to the end here. I didn't want that one. I wanted the 12-inch one. So, and it comes with this, like I said, it comes with this little rail. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light on this rail. A small light. And that's it. Nothing else. But I have my iron sights. And also what I put on here is, this is a Hogue AR grip. Just a standard grip, does not have the small beaver tail. You can't use that. So this is the Hogue pistol grip. This is what you see here, all this bottom part is the Midwest Industries chassis, and it comes with this tube here, like an AR tube, that's mil spec. You don't have to get it mil spec, but I got the mil spec. And then what I got was a Black Hawk, what is it? A Black Hawk Knox, Knoxx, Axiom, AXIOM stock by Black Hawk. Now, if you notice, it has a very thick pad on the back of it, recoil pad. I wanted that because 9mm through this rifle has a little bit more kick. You know, not enough that it's going to hurt you, but it's just got a little bit more kick. So I wanted something that was going to absorb it. This is adjustable. 6 different adjustments to make it shorter or longer. You have to screw the tube on. It comes in a 2-piece that you can put the screws on. It holds up very well. And now I have the AR sort of platform with the buttstock and the handle, the hand grip. You can see my little 10-inch magazine. I'm probably the only one in the world that doesn't have Glock magazines, because I don't have a Glock, never did. I just didn't like Glock. So I had gotten, because my son has a Ruger Security 9. So he has that. So what I had gotten is I bought him some for Christmas, some magazines, and I got 4 magazines, 16-round magazines for myself. And they fit in here, so they're 16-round, they'll hang down. I don't need more than a 16-round magazine. I don't need a 30-round magazine. So 16 rounds is fine. And I have 4 of them, plus this little 10-rounder. Now what I can do is, with this is a 6-hour, we're going to show you here, put it in the camera. This is a 6-hour Romeo 5 red dot. And this comes with 2 different attachments. This is the 1-inch attachment. Then it comes with a low attachment. And I don't know if the low will co-witness. I'm not worried about that. I want this high 1-inch attachment because it's skeletonized. See that? See how you can see through it? Hopefully you're picking that up because of the way that I'm looking at the camera. Yeah, so you're able to pick that up. So what I can do is, when I mount this on here, I'll have a red dot. All I have to do is I can look through the red dot, and if something happens with the red dot and it's not working, I can lower my head a little bit and I can look through this red dot, through this skeletonization, and see my iron sights. So I have 2 sight pictures. And what I intend on using this rifle for, other than going to the range and for fun, I intend on using this rifle, because this is the 9mm version. I'm going to get a single point sling, because I have point entries. Single points, I have one here, one on the other side. I have one here, and I also have it on the buttstock. A couple single point attachments. I'm going to put one here so that I can put it around me. This way nobody can take the rifle off of you if you ever have to go through that. You know, and I'm going to use this for home defense instead of my pistol. For the simple reason is, a rifle, you have 3 points of contact: your shoulder and both hands. With a flashlight on this, the red dot, and the iron sights, this will be more effective and more accurate than my handgun. And 9mm coming out of this 16-inch barrel will be a little bit more powerful. So it'll get the job done, especially if you're using hollow points. It'll get the job done. And it won't overpenetrate like I'm afraid an AR could overpenetrate. And I don't want to have to buy a different ammo that's really expensive. At this moment in time, 223, 5.56 ammo is really expensive to go out and shoot at the range and all that. And also, Tandem Cross makes different sights. They make fiber optic sights. You can get a fiber optic front sight. You just unscrew this and you put the new one on, and it's got a light green or a red fiber optic, whatever you want to put in it. And they have a fiber optic, instead of using this peep sight or ghost ring, because it's very close. It's 8 inches. It's an 8-inch sight picture. So they have a fiber optic. All you do is you unscrew this, slide it out, and screw the fiber optic that has 2 little fiber optic, lenses in it. So now you have a 3-dot sight. They're not glow in the dark, but if you have a little bit of light, you can see them. And that's if the red dot goes out. And I can practice both. And with putting this rifle together with all the parts, this Midwest Industries, and they're sold separately. You have to buy the front rail system, forearm system, is separate from this chassis system. But when you add everything together, including the handle and the buttstock, and I might get a cheek riser, I don't know. I'm not sure, because I just got these parts. And so I have to go out and shoot it with these parts and this setup and see if I need a cheek riser for the red dot or not. But when you add it all up with what you'll pay for the Ruger chassis model and the sights that you have to put on it, and that Arasaka rail, by the time you get done paying for all that stuff, this setup will cost you roughly $30 more, roughly. Depending on where you get them, if you get these parts on sale. That's all that it is. With what I paid, it comes to, and what it's there. I've looked online for what they're selling for now. I've already looked at the numbers. It's only roughly about $30 more to have this with the original iron sights and have it set up just like the Ruger chassis. But I have iron sights and it works because they redesigned the chassis. Midwest Industries redesigned the chassis so you can use the chassis with your iron sights, which you can't do with Ruger. And if I ever decide I want to sell it, and I want to get something else lighter or smaller, like a pistol, and then get a pistol brace and all that kind of thing, so I have something smaller, I could put the original stock back on it and sell it like that, and then sell all these as individual parts. I can sell this chassis and this forearm as one thing. Somebody may buy it. I could sell the buttstock, and I could sell the hand grip. So that's, it's a kind of a win-win situation. And it still takes down. You can still take it down, which I'm not going to do. So it's still a takedown model. But I think this is a better option, especially if you're going to pay the same price. And what's an extra $30? To have what you want and be able to have iron sights and a red dot and be able to use both for $30 more, it's worth it. To me, it's worth it. And I think it's a smarter setup. And I'm not sure, but possibly getting the tandem cross, getting those fiber optic sights may be an enhancement for this firearm as well. Because now you have fiber optic sights that bring a little bit of light in if you need it in case that red dot goes out. Because shit happens. It just does. So it's always better to be prepared, especially when you're using a weapon for self-defense, especially in your home. I'm not going to use this for self-defense outside. And what is the common phrase? You use your sidearm to get to your rifle. Well, I can always already have this, and I can leave it set up just the way it is, and I can have this sitting in the corner, ready to go, magazine loaded. All I have to do is rack the bolt and put a round in the chamber, and I'm ready to go. And I have a rifle right there next to my bed instead of a pistol. And I think that's a better option. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye now.